Hi friends, this is the Be Real Babe podcast, a place where your average Canadian wolfpack come together to talk about life stresses, messes, and successes. A safe space where being yourself is the ultimate goal. Each week we will bring you new episodes sharing our opinions on a ton of different topics in hopes we can get a better understanding of ourselves, each other, and this crazy world we live in. We want to build a community where we can show up as ourselves, be real, and lay it all out there. By sharing our opinions and experiences, we hope to reach others who can relate so we can all help each other learn, grow, and heal. But please keep in mind, as a disclaimer, none of us here are professionals, no one is giving any advice. We are strictly speaking of our life experiences, our opinions, and for entertainment purposes only. Now, with that being said, it's time. So grab your drink, grab your joint, and let's jump right in. Welcome everyone, welcome back to the Be Real Babe podcast. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by the show today. We hope that you have a good time. And if you're a returning listener, watcher, supporter, thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts for coming back time and time again. For those that don't know me, my name is Brandy and I'm the host of the show. And today, you guys, we are on episode 105, season 5 opener. My first season opener by myself. Oh my God, I don't know if I can handle it, guys. What is going on? Thank you guys so much for tuning back and coming back to season 5. I am beyond excited, as well as the babes, to bring you another season of fucking awesome shows, being real with you guys, sharing shit that we find on the internet, laying our opinions out there, being honest, being messy, being gross, being real, throwing it all out there and seeing what sticks. So we're here, season 5. What to expect from us? Well, this season, guys, we have our monthly topics like we always do. If you're wondering why we do this, it's because your girl has a lot to say and I need some fucking structure or I'm just going to scroll all over the place. So we are going to have monthly topics, which we're talking about in the show, share that with you guys. And then we're going to throw in being real with episodes. It's a new segment that we're bringing to the show that brings us back to our roots, to real human connection and experience. And this also opens a platform to talk about what the fuck ever we want that maybe doesn't fit into the categories that we're talking about for that month. So super excited if you are interested in sharing your personal experience on mental health, your business, anything, wins, losses, successes, issues, whatever you want to talk about. Let us know. We would love to have you on the show. We just carve out some time. You just need your phone. You don't need a microphone. You don't need headphones. You literally just need your phone and the internet. An hour of your time, maybe. We got you for the rest of it. So super excited, you guys, for season 5. I am trying my hardest to learn how to edit and make videos better for you guys so that, you have the best experience when you're watching the show. But we're just Canadians. We don't really know what we're doing. So bear with us as we work through this whole new life of video podcasting. We did a whole season 4 of that. So excited. So now it's like, we're veterans. Just kidding. Still rookies, but anyways, so excited, guys. This season's going to be packed with a bunch of shit that we're looking into, tons of personal experience, and hopefully a lot of growth, laughter, smiles, memories, moments, all that good shit. While I have a moment with you guys, I'm just going to ask you to like this video, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And if you can, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, Apple, Spotify. And if you really love us, you can just take 5 minutes to leave us a review. Put some stars in there on Apple and Spotify. It really helps us jump up on the algorithm so other friends can listen. And sharing is caring, guys. So if you like an episode, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it on social media, tag us. We love to hear it. And as always, guys, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, reach out to you, babes. We love to hear from you. Now, that all being said, I'm going to shut the fuck up and let's get on to our very first show of the season. All right, babes, it's time to get on to our very first show of the season. I'm so excited. In-house today, in studio, I have my beautiful co-host, Hailee. Hey, babe.
Hey.
And my OG co-host, Kay. Hello, Beatty.
Hola,
it's
friends.
So good to see you guys. It's been like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. Forever.
Maybe longer for me.
Longer for Kay, yeah. But
maybe a little longer for me. Yeah.
But still,
we all talk every day anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What we should have done.
It's just constant,
What we should have done is we just started recording that and then just put that into shows in the little break that we had.
Oh.
Right? Because those conversations are good, guys. I don't know. It might be be cancelable conversations, though.
Fuck it. Send it.
Probably nowadays.
So season 5, guys, here we are, episode 105. Dude, 105.
105.
We have another big thing.
Season 5, 105.
105, episode 105, season 5. But it's also our 2-year anniversary. Our very first episode was launched. I have to go back and check. I should have looked, but I'm pretty sure it was March 1st.
Happy anniversary,
2021.
girls.
Yay, 2 years since we've been podcasting. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
And it's kind of cool because I've been looking at our like colors for this season, and it's kind of like a little bit closer to our original because we had black with these like bright colors, and now it's like dark purple with these bright colors. So it's kind of like I love that. Yeah, I looked at it and I was like,
an homage.
It's like a. So yeah, and the season, like we said, we're going to do things a bit different. So we're going to have our Being Real with segments where we're getting back to our core. What me and Kayla started doing this for is personal connection. And we felt really good. Like I was saying in season 1 and 2, that's all personal experience, connection. And then we got comfortable at the end of season 2 and we're like, let's do vaccine injury and breast implant illness and Botox illness. And let's see what happens.
You guys went crazy. I love it.
Do you remember that moment and like, being like, are we doing this?
It was. We wanted to for so long though, because some of the stuff we'd been talking about, we were just like getting tired of it being just between you and I. Like we wanted to know, like, were there other people that had the same feelings about this stuff? Were there other people that had experiences with that? So it was a full send moment, but I don't regret it.
And it was such a
nice
time
to be able to like,
it was such a time in the year where it was like, at this point, what fucking
it
else?
Was frowned upon.
Yeah, it was like, what else could go wrong? Like, we're already hated so much. We can't go to the gym. We can't
put it out there.
Yeah, just fuck it. Let's just
can't
go.
Fly in our own country.
Yeah, we're done.
So many ridiculous.
Yeah, and
things.
it's like we were like, hey, I think we won them over with our personal experience. I think they got to know who we are, so at least they'll understand where we're coming from. That it's from a place of love. And I hope that really sang through. And I think so because, guys, we're almost at 10,000 plays. Maybe by the time this airs.
I can't believe that. The jump we've had in the last, few weeks has been...
It's been cool.
So cool.
Someone's been really binging, and it's the coolest.
And it's so weird because my biggest fear was like, oh my God, once we were getting on such a good rhythm. Like, if you look at season 4 compared to, like, season 1, they're almost comparable to numbers, but season 1's been out for 2 years. So it's just really cool to see that growth. And then now all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, we're going to lose this streak. We're going to lose people. And ever since I stopped posting, it's been like exponentially more. So I don't know if you guys have been watching my Instagram stories and where I've been sharing and doing the highlights. By the time this posts, I should be done that. So we'll see. But thank you guys. Like, first and foremost, 10K. Like, I remember me and Kayla being like, if we get five plays, like, you remember those first couple days that I remember trying not to.
I couldn't imagine seeing the numbers from where you guys started from literally 0 to what it is now. That's how many times people gave a shit and could relate and connected and I love that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
The cool thing though, I don't think we ever started at 0. No. I think because Brandy had been developing it, she had mentioned it. So a couple people your mom, I think my mom. So we had listeners and stuff, and then it just kind of kept growing and growing from there. So that was really cool, just from the ground, up.
It was really nice. And I think too, it was a learning curve for me, just like when you're on Instagram and try not to care about likes and views. Yeah. It was a trip because I was like, oh my God, people don't like this. And I'm putting so much into this, an imposter syndrome. Still to this day, out the asshole. Even before this, I'm like, what are you doing? 105 episodes. Who do you think you are? No one wants to listen. And then I sit down and I look at these numbers and I'm like, okay, well, some people do want to listen.
People are listening, and it's cool.
It's so cool. So thank you guys. I don't know how many times I can fucking say it but it's just cool. I don't know. Okay, we've been going back, and I think both of us have been looking back in memories and even just the times, pictures and just us as who we are as people and the show itself. It's fucking cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased.
You guys should be proud for sure. No,
I don't know. And now this season, having all of us on board right from the beginning. I mean, it's cool. Hailee, you were on this.
It's definitely got to be different.
Second episode right into season 4. it was me and Kayla.
Yeah,
And then,
it's kind of weird. So I don't know. I guess the second episode of season 5 is like an anniversary of sorts. I did a full season's worth of
episodes with us, the whole like 6 months at this
Yeah.
point, if you think about it, right?
Yeah, no, it's been so much fun. I'm such a creative person, though. I like the outlet.
Yes,
It's
isn't
really like, it's just a lot of fun. Yeah.
And that's what we wanted people to
Good.
do. And that's why we were honest in day one. I mean, when we started talking about this, Kay, in like the October before, I think we were like, and
Yeah.
then we were going to launch before.
It's kind of always been in the talks.
Yes, yeah, it was in the talks, but it was like, okay, we're actually like got on Teams and we're video chatting each other and writing down ideas, and like I should go back and try and find
I think
that.
it's crazy that you just figured it all out, like trial and error, like what works, what doesn't. The amount of apps out there that you can use that are like trash versus like, you really want to pay like hundreds of dollars for like a professional, like you have so many options. Like it's not an easy like thing to navigate through. So whatever path you're on, you're finding it well, because you are just like, it's crazy.
It's been a fucking treat. I think Kayla from day one could probably say the frustrations I've probably had. I'm not a tech savvy person, like by nature.
You are.
But now I guess I'm learning.
It's shocking though, because you're so good.
Thank you.
Like that's what shocks me. I'm like, you're so good at this.
Adaptability,
when people ask
baby.
about the podcast and stuff, and I'm just like, Brandy, literally, like, she just built it. You know, like we talked, we like brainstormed or whatever. And now, you know, having Hailee and she's learning like the ropes and everything like that, that's like, that's really helpful. Like really, really helps kind of branch you out so that it's a little less in that way. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see where it's like, how do we have 2 other people with us right now running the show? Like, how?
Yeah, like it's a team.
How is this happening?
Yeah, and it's like,
it's
cool.
cool.
And people that want to, and that's the coolest thing about having you guys on, is that you care just as much as we do, right? Like, it's just like, if you're not missing it, and like obviously you guys were missing one today, it's because of a really good reason, right? It's really cool that you guys liked it and wanted to just as much, because this isn't just like an overnight thing for, I think, both of us. Like, we know this is something that it might, like, you know, like Kate in and out with life, like, you know, hail to your mom with a job, like there's a lot, but it's always going to be here, and there's always going to be other people to bring on in those moments, and there's always going to be shit to talk about. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is the beginning of the end of mainstream media, where things like podcasts and websites and independent people are going to be who people are listening to, because quote unquote experts aren't really a thing anymore. It's like, who gets paid more? Influencers, with all due respect, guys, you're not as respected as you used to be. Like, influencers and those makeup gurus used to be those people you went to because they were just like us. And now everyone gets paid $1 to promote stuff. And I get it. Of course, if you want to sponsor us, and you let us say whatever the fuck we want, we'll take it. But
I definitely, I see it as we're going to be the last true news, because we have nothing to lose or gain from it.
That's
maybe some followers, but in the end, like, we lose a lot more being you know, disinformation spreaders and misinformation spreaders, as they would say.
We should make
disinformation.
Like, look at one of that Ohio train thing.
Oh my God.
Do you see that on mainstream media? No, because they're paid to distract, or they're paid to make it look like I just don't believe anything they say anymore.
Well, but
it's so ridiculous.
I'm sure most people will know that Megan Fox and MGK are fighting, possibly breaking up, and it's like,
because that's top news.
But that's
which is insane.
And the thing is I hate that we know things like that, because it's thrown in your face in such an obvious way, like over everything. Like, it's hard to avoid.
It is, and it's so frustrating, because they're like, so what?
I think podcasts are the new news
outlets, and
information outlets,
how you get your information
hubs,
because really now what the news used to be is news to tell people unbiased, but now it's just fucking paid opinion, so you might as well just go watch opinions for free or pay whatever platform, and you know, maybe get a different experience than the one, especially if you're in Canada, that is funneled by fucking the Trudeau government. Like, come on, you guys, like, that fucking guy. I was
gonna say, I feel like I would learn way more from you two and most of our viewers, or most of our viewers and like past guests, than I would from anyone leading our country right now. Like,
liars.
We know real life experiences and skills that have just given us, I think, more. We're better off. They are just, I don't know. It sucks.
It does suck.
Oh, I can hear Evie upstairs.
Oh no. That's what happens. Mom, no.
Sorry, Nick.
Sorry,
Yeah,
not
I can hear
sorry.
Mama.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, no, I totally agree. So I think that's why we want to keep going. And I think I don't ever
Yeah.
personally like this is so English, Brandy, Jesus Christ. Even just words. I have so many. Even just going through this month that's coming up, our very first month, and recording and looking into cults. It's just such a cool like thing to be able to spend some time in your spare time right now for me, not scrolling and comparing myself and doing wasteful things and making up things.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I've got it.
It's intense.
Yeah, I've got half an hour. I'm going to go jump into Scientology because we have a show on it, because this stuff intrigues me. And it's like you said, a creative outlet that is just, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm learning so much.
It's a lot of reward.
It is so much reward.
Like mental health reward, because it's just like, it's something to
learn.
Put your energy to.
Yeah, and your brain grows.
Grow your skills.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, with these Being Real with segments, we'll be connecting to people again, right? And hearing their experiences and their opinions on stuff. So it's not just us all the time. Because like,
we know you love us, but sometimes I'm sure it's like
get some other opinions. Yeah. Echo chamber bitches. So for this,
that's all right.
For this episode, we wanted to go over what's coming in season 5. And then we're going to do a little like get to know you of the babes. As you can see, we're missing one, but don't worry, I'm dragging her on and she's not getting out of doing her segment of who is D from Dandles Candles, right? So she's coming. But guys, March shows, cults. So excited about this one. Starting with Scientology, we're going to talk about NXIVM.
We could really do like 8 seasons on cults.
We could have a whole podcast. Yeah. We could be like
dedicated.
We could be like be culty with, and we could really.
It's seriously like there's such a number of them, but the ones we chose were like good starters.
I feel like they're really
Scientology.
Good. Yeah, Scientology, NXIVM, Children of God, and then the Community of Jesus, which actually ties to a school in Ontario.
My aunt told me that there are 13 I'm pretty sure she said, I want to say 13 or 33, now I don't remember, I feel stupid. It's like a huge amount of it's like branches of like Catholicism and Christianity. Like there's so many different, like Episcopalians are different from like born again Christians who are different from
what even is that?
Dude, some of them are like, there's like so many of them, it's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, Mo, when I was looking through all of them, a lot of them did
the limits are
like a lot of like God, Catholic, like you said, there was a lot around that. So I'm proud of us for like reaching out. You know, we brought Xenu in there, we've got like a sex cult, we've got and celebrities, guys. This all include the Hollywood, which y'all know, like, and then the Community of Jesus. I actually had the FLDS in there because that one is really good too. But then I found this one that's connected to a school in Ontario, and I was like, "Fuck that, we're doing this one." Because
Canada, right?
It's in
Ontario, and it's a beautiful school. Like this is where the rich Christian people sent their kids. And
is it like Hogwarts?
It looked like Hogwarts. It was fucking beautiful, and I was like, I see why they sent their kids there. And then I watched the video, and I was like, oh, we're touching on this one. No pun intended. Then in April, we're going to be talking about Operation What the Fuck. So all these random government operations that most people don't know about unless they look for them. Like,
or you hear about them and you're told you're crazy or they're nothing.
Conspiracy theorists.
It's just conspiracy theory.
Like MK Ultra, Monarch, all that mind control stuff. Which, you know, if you're watching celebrities lately, they're fucking weird. I can't say. I don't know.
They're so weird.
At what point?
A lot of them seem to be deprogramming or just breaking down from the mental stress of having to
try and keep up with the lie.
MK Ultra is a big one. It's scary. If that is truly like something that is in use and it's as bad as they say it is, like.
And two, I think a lot of like conspiracy theories that wrap around this, that people will like tie to this to like discredit. I feel like if you could just take like some out of it and look away, like just say like, oh, everyone's going to turn into zombies. Well, a lot of us are just kind of zoned into our phone, like not paying attention to life.
There's so many different definitions of zombie.
Right? And that's what I mean. Like if you could just, that's why I just urge people to look into things a little bit more and just like take that out of there for a second, because there is shit like,
take it out.
Guys. So yeah, we have some good operations that we're looking into. Then we're going to go into pharma, because we hit that once and that was not enough.
You can always talk
We
about
can always
pharma.
talk about pharma.
I feel like there's too much to
There
talk about
almost is,
pharma.
and like, are we gonna? It's not big tech, so I don't think we'll get shut down.
The
as
people
much.
need to
They
know.
need to know, and we need to talk about things more.
They need to
Yeah.
know.
And
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
by May we should probably know everything about the trials over the last couple of years as well. So wanting to bring some receipts there now that that's officially over this spring, I believe. And I do believe that's when Bonnie Henry is going on her shit, I think, is in May. So good time,
Yeah.
guys. And then June, we're going to bring back talking about sex, kind of in the sense of the history of sexual exploitation, bringing back the porn conversation, just all of that, the
Mhm.
Playboy era, Kinsey, all of that shit. Where did this start? Why is it here? Where is this going? You know, there is an agenda to race gender. What's going on there? So all of that is coming. You guys asked for that a lot. And then we're going to end with government corruption because we have to have a season with that.
It's all corrupt.
Yes.
We have to talk about it.
And there's not one without the other. So yeah, so that's what's
I
coming
think
up.
Evie might be making an appearance. She's losing her shit up there.
That's okay.
God, let me text Nick quick.
This is the be
This
real.
is the real. This is a nightmare.
This is the real.
This is the real of being a parent. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's season 5. I'm excited. We've got it all planned out here. Got some researching to do.
Dude, it's gonna be honestly I think each season is gonna do better and better because I feel like they're like topics that people are interested in because all the best episodes in the past have been just hints at how like people we're not alone in our thoughts. I tell you,
no, and I think that
people definitely enjoy them.
Yeah, and I think it's fun when you find people that you like listening to, and they talk about different topics, about things that you like, and you get their point of view from it. Right? It's like, you know, we always claim we don't know fucking anything, but this is what we're reading. Like trying to understand Scientology on the outside, like. I tried to be gentle, y'all. That was hard. That was really hard.
I think that's why the Be Real segments will be fun because we can bring in like any kind of topic, random topics. Yeah. We'll do suggestions for topics if you guys want. Yeah,
and I'm excited to bring people back like Gretch from Never Talks to talk about Botox illness. That was end of season 2. It's one of our most popular ones. Same with all the girls with BII. We actually were talking to a surgeon in Florida that has agreed to come on the show. I have a doctor friend who is currently in Holland who's agreed to come on the show, who spoke out during COVID. So we have a lot coming.
Those are going to be good.
Yeah, a lot of great people have reached out. I'm just trying to find the time, y'all, but you're going to be seeing so much more of us in season 5. Unfortunately, maybe a little less of Kayla, but
it'll be even better when you're there.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I look forward to getting done school so that I'm going to try to take like a couple week break so that I have like some time to just not be work, school, gym, like work, school, gym, like prepping.
Get out of your little routine.
No, like I try to make free time. Like I'm hanging out with Cash today. So it's those times I'm trying to like cherish them a little more. And next weekend we're going for my birthday. So, it's funny that we've been podcasting for 2 years. Cause like I'm turning 32 this year. I like where it's going. I'm like,
she's the youngest one out of the three of us.
Am I? Oh my God.
I'm grandma, so come on.
Old bitch. I love that.
I had to. That's what you have to do at this age. No, but it's the cool thing is now we have a team, right, guys? So like before that, the first 3 seasons, it was just us trying to figure it out. And so we're ahead, guys. We're finally ahead. Let's hope that we can hold on to this for a couple weeks, like a month.
Oh, we will.
I think
we'll get shows the team,
right? So that's it. That's great. So let's go to the segment of like, let's get to know us a little bit better. If you guys don't know, episode 1 and 2, I think pretty much lays out everything about me and Kayla at that time. So I definitely suggest going through that. But let's do little Cole's notes of each of our babes. If you've already listened, well, hold on. Listen to me and Kayla because you haven't really got to meet Hailee yet. So let's do that. Okay, so me, guys, hi. Like I said, 36 years old. I'm 36 years old. I have 3 cats. I'm living in Kelowna with my beautiful family, which is Fur Family, NG, Grant, Daddy. There's a story behind that. Don't judge me. If you know, you know. If you don't,
I love it.
Too bad for you. What do I do? So I currently work in cannabis. I have worked in cannabis for the last, since legalization. So 5 years this fall. 5 years? Jesus. I'm from Vancouver Island. originally. And then I moved to Grand Prairie, Red Deer, then Grand Prairie, lived there for 10 years, got married, got divorced, found the love of my life. And we decided, hey, this isn't for us. After I unfortunately,
Let's get out of
yeah,
here.
get the fuck out of here. And we just kind of joked of like where our dream place would be. And we both said Kelowna. And we both kind of laughed. And then we're like, why are we laughing? Like, why can't we make that work? Like, I would rather be poor in a tiny apartment living in BC than living in this nice big house in Grand Prairie where we just don't do anything. And that's not a shade to anybody in Grand Prairie. But if you don't have a family there, there's really not much to do. It's really hard, I find, for like,
there's
dinks.
nothing tying you there.
Dinks, dual income, no kids, you know, so not much for us to do. So yeah, we made the decision to move. We moved to Kelowna September 2019. I was still bud tending. I was a manager, moved, did online work for a little bit, and then I annoyed Flower. It's a grow operation, legal here. If you don't know who they are, I worked for them for about 1.5 years, and I had to spend 3 months harassing them until I got a fucking job. But dream job, not the dream company. So then I ended up moving down the street into Lake Country into a company called Valence, and I am a inventory planner. So all day I play in Excels with cannabis products essentially and move them across the country. Essentially. It's fucking cool.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
I was to say you could be doing a lot worse
I
things.
could be doing a lot worse things.
Cool
Yeah,
job.
if you know me, if you've known me from day one, I've been a stoner from day one. I've been an advocate from day one. I am going to that phase of my life where I'm going to pull back on smoking it a little bit and start enjoying the plant for the edibles and that, because I'm nearing my 40s. I don't think I should be smoking this much, but I'm never going to fully give it up.
Yeah.
That being said, being a part of cannabis has been the coolest thing ever. It's new every day. I'm learning something new. I'm being asked to do something new. I'm making up my own job. I'm making up processes in an industry and in a new company. This company is amazing.
It's such an untapped resource too, so I feel like it's going to be around now that it's like legalized and everything. It's going to be around for a while.
And one cool thing about everything that I've done up until this point, every single job I have had has helped me in this current position. So I'm kind of in a spot where I feel like I should be, you know. And it's like, I don't know, I sat there at the gym the other day and I was like looking around, I was like, do people know how cool my job is? Like, I don't think people understand how cool my job is. Just kidding.
Just waiting for someone to ask
like someone please ask me what I do for a living.
Let me tell you.
Friends at Iron Nation, if you haven't watched this, please just ask me. What do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Outside of that,
I'm more than happy to tell you.
I'm more than happy to tell you. Outside of that, like I said, I got married, you know, in my early 20s. Awesome. There's nothing wrong with my ex-husband. You know, blessed to him and his family. We didn't work out. We divorced. And then I actually met the love of my life. And I'm living with him now. And we have our little paddleboard company. I'm making a website right now. So
I love that.
easy booking.
I can't wait to come out.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys to come. I'm so excited. And I think through all of this, the podcast has taught me so much. Like you guys can obviously get to know me more, you know, my opinions about stuff, you know, but this has changed my life exponentially, and I just want to thank you guys again. Like I've grown up. It makes me question who I am, what I'm doing, constantly being aware of who I am and being like, are you living to your brand? Are you being honest right now with yourself, with the girls, with the team, with work, with your spouse, with everything?
It keeps you in check.
It keeps me so in check. And I never wanted to be like famous or anything, but I want to make a difference in people's lives. So I hope that this is the avenue. I used to do that through photos. The magic of photography kind of got taken away from me with social media and iPhones, and it doesn't mean the same to me anymore.
That's fair.
And it's devastating. And I just was like, I'm not going to be able to give people that feeling of like, this is awesome. I feel so good, until the microphone got put in front of me. So I hope that's what I'm doing now. So me in a nutshell, cats, fur babies, living with my dream hunk. We go to the gym. We live at Iron Nation. Thank you in Kelowna, Grand Prairie, Shuswap, soon to be Surrey. Best gym out there. I'm just saying it. Besides Kayla's gym too. I will say that one is like competing gym. But it, you know, that's what we love to do. OK Summer Rentals is our paddleboard company in Kelowna. If you're up here, I'm just going to drop that now. Check us out on Instagram. Other than that, I work from home sometimes. I love cannabis. I love my friends. I love these girls. I love doing this. I'm not perfect at it. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time, but I'm always going to show you guys that I don't know. And then I learn as I go. And our videos might not be perfect, or we might not have this whole studio that, like, you know, the Caller Daddies and the Joe Rogans have, but I don't care. This is just as cool as Joe Rogan to me. So that is me in a nutshell.
We're doing it.
I'm gonna pass the baton to Kayla.
Hello. For new people who haven't seen me, I am Kayla. I'm really busy right now. I have a 7-year-old son in grade 2, a partner, and I work full time, and I'm going to school. When Brandy and I met, I was doing nothing. I had all the time, and so like that's why I like things to look a little different now than they did then. But Brandy already said we have quite a bit of vulnerability in our first couple of episodes that we did. So if you like haven't had a chance, go back and listen to that, because that'll give you like a more in-depth pieces of what we first started the show with and who we are. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I was doing demo. I always worked trades, car accident, nothing, school, podcasts, work, slowly working.
Through the pandemic.
And then, yeah, like it was so fucking weird. It was so weird. Such a weird time frame. I'm turning 32 next Sunday, and I'm like, no, it's 30. It has to, we're gonna cut the fact that I turned 30 during COVID and didn't get to really like celebrate it. So we're gonna do that this time, and I'm excited about that. But yeah, I'm kind of doing something like I did. Like I said, I was doing demo, and then I went to school. I had intentions of like doing more with my diploma because of its open-endedness, but because of COVID and the vaccine stuff, I had very limited options of what I could do at that time. And everyone made it very clear to me that, like, my instructor every day, you better check about the vaccine stuff and make sure that it's, I'm just like, this is so stressful.
I remember this.
In its own way. Every day. So yeah, then I picked like daycare, like working with children. And then I've been with the same company. I did a practicum with them. I also did a practicum with like grade 1s or kindergarten / grade 1s, which was really fun. But yeah, now I work at a daycare. I love it. It's just a lot to like do school and work and have my own child and all the things. So I'm looking forward to a time where I'm not doing it, or I'm making more money and don't care. Something, you know, somewhere in the middle of that. Oh, but yeah, I want to have more babies. I'm also with the love of my life, not the father of my son. He's kind of got his life changed as well. He's married and has 2 twin girls. They're doing really well. All in all, pretty happy. I want living with also the love of my life. We're talking about having babies. That's something we want to do. So I don't really know like where I'll be career-wise, and I'm not worried about it. So that's kind of nice to like have that going on. We want a vacation a little bit more before we do it. So
yeah, that's fair.
We're going to have one more vacation.
And
vacations. What are those?
People take their kids with them too, which is interesting.
Yep.
I think we could have
pandemic
cash.
Too, which sucks.
Oh yeah, of course, because we couldn't travel. And
I'm dragging my kid with me everywhere. Are you kidding me?
We're going together.
It's not stopping.
But yeah,
now.
so that's kind of, I don't really have much else to say. Like, just go back and listen to the other ones if you haven't. I've healed a lot. I've grown up a lot. I am not the same as I used to be. I have a lot of different perspectives on things now, and I'm a lot more mature, which is nice. The older I get, I'm like the more mature I get. So that's fantastic.
You're like, yes,
yeah,
self.
So I kind of, I want to hear about
Yes.
Hailee and little things.
Our new babe. We didn't have time.
I've been thinking about this forever.
I put them under pressure. I was like,
myself.
oh, by the way, in our first episode, you're going to do a little bit of Cole's notes about yourself like 3 days ago. So
yeah.
God. Yeah, it's hard to gas yourself up. It's such a weird thing to have to do, but
well, it's initiation to be on
I
the
don't
show.
know.
Just kidding.
Right? So my name's Hailee. I am 33. I am a mother of 1 little human, 2 cats and a dog. We've got a fish tank upstairs too, which is a lot less than we used to have. We've had quite the menagerie over the years. I live in Alberta, so I'm the only Albertan out of the crew.
Yep.
Which is kind of funny, and I don't really realize it because I just always see you guys like this, but I forget how far you guys are from us. So, but anyways, living in Alberta, I love it. Born and raised. My family is from all over. My mom's from New Brunswick, so I've got a lot of family back east.
That's cool.
We are the only ones out here, other than my dad's side, who's from England. He moved here when he was
Okay, that's cool.
young, like 5. So he's like a true English citizen, which is funny.
That's cute.
Got lots of family in England, which I love and I miss. What else? I'm a landedman, so I work in oil and gas here in Alberta.
Yeah.
But I do the paperwork side of stuff, so I'm just like, I work from home out of my computer that I'm filming this on currently. And yeah, it's a fun job. I like it. I'm pretty good at it. I make a decent living on it, so I'm completely happy with it right now. Just getting to work from home mainly too, because like I said, I've got a daughter now, so she'll be 2 next month, which is scary to think. Time has gone by so fast. She was born in 2021, so at the beginning of the pandemic. And yeah, pregnancy through the pandemic and birth through the pandemic, raising a child through the pandemic has been
Let's do
fun,
interesting. A reel with Hailee, maybe, and some other girls that have had to have baby.
I have a lot of beef with it. Yeah. I was mad.
Yeah, we should.
A lot of it was ruined.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, guys. Let's do a moment of that, whether it's just you or a couple other gals, because I think that is something that we need to talk about, because we talked about what is going to be the aftermath of all this, and I think it's time to talk about that now.
I think there's going to be a lot of like fallout that we don't realize from it for sure. Like,
well, you see it with some kids and stuff with the school and like everyone's mental health and moms that didn't get to have the full experience, or like maybe that's the only time they
missing
have
all experiences, graduations, pregnancies, weddings, funerals. Like you missed a bunch of, like I missed a lot of those. I missed pretty much all of those.
And people that had to cancel.
One of each.
One of the guys that I worked with, he literally had to cancel his wedding like 6 times because it was like, I think it was here even. It wasn't even far away. He had to cancel like 6 times. And then when he actually got to have it, he was like, oh, and I can't invite half the people because I can't have anybody that's not vaccinated. And it's like, but I've rescheduled it 3 times. Like, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing so much
Our family member did the same thing.
And it's like, I was like, dude, you got to do what you got to do. It's not you, but it's shitty. Like, yeah. And let's point that out, guys. Like, doing our season 3, I was really hard at first because I was just like so concerned of where the world was going. I was like, I want to be like,
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I want to be positive. And I was like, yeah, fuck all this. But on the other side, at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck is actually going on here? Like,
a lot of people lost a lot of things and like went through a lot of things that you didn't have the normal like support or help like to go through. So I feel like it's going to be the mental health fallout that's really going to screw a lot of people up. I feel like a lot of people are like have trauma from those 3 years collectively that we just are all going to have to like push through.
I just posted yesterday saying like I had to kind of work out at home because we did our episode on Scientology and our gym's like 15 minutes away. So that's like half an hour, 40 minutes of driving and I was just like, I'm not going to, and I was down there and I was having a good workout, but I had these like kind of flashbacks to when we were forced to work out from home the last couple of years. And I was like, this actually affected me more than I think I've let on because I was trying to be funny.
You just don't enjoy your home gym as much anymore because it was like a prison almost at one point.
And I was like, well, this sucks because I used to love it because I think at that time I was convincing myself like, this is great. This is, which it was, and you got to do that. But I think we got to go back and acknowledge that some of that was fucked up. Like it'll be a 1 year to some of these episodes coming up in March here of all the lockdowns and people's businesses that were affected and the trucker convoy and all that. Like,
maybe we'll do some of our B-reels
with some of those
for that.
Yeah, what's it like now? Like businesses, small businesses. How are you guys doing?
1 year later?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
how have you?
Some of the nurses, like I know one of the gals that came on. She is back to work. Only one of them because 2 of them are in BC, so they're not back to work yet.
It'd be interesting to see what has changed from then until now.
Yes, and how they're being
if anything has.
Yeah. We'll have to have CJ back because we got to know what's going on, man. What the fuck's going on in this world? But yeah, that was awesome. Oh, I love that. And I think the most exciting thing was watching you get this job. Like watching you, the mindset through it and actually getting it. It was such a proud fucking moment.
So hard. If anyone's watching from there, they know that like, they know it had nothing to do with them because I really did love working with all them. My boss was the easiest person to work for. He worked harder than anyone there. He was so dedicated. Like it was a really good company, but like just the hours And like I just had an image of what I wanted my life to be, and I just wanted to spend a lot more time with Evie. I didn't want to be like the mom. Like, I know it's a normal thing, and I'm not judging anyone that does it, but like for me, there's just a really weirdly like strong pull to like, I don't want her to be gone 8 hours a day, like full-time care. It like just really bummed me out. I can hear her. She might be going down. But yeah, it wasn't like really, like, I hate to say it, conducive to what I wanted. So it was a fight to like get what I wanted, but I'm really like, I'm so happy. It is just so nice to be able to have her in the afternoons and spend more time with her and like
be a part of those.
I don't know. It's nice for her to go to day home for like socialization and like have friends and stuff. I don't want her to be like that weird, like homeschooled forever and never left her mom's side kid. But there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, no, I just,
it's what they need, right?
The one thing I've learned through parenting is like, whatever works for you, as long as you're not causing harm to you or your kid,
let it work.
Don't let anyone judge you or bug you or give you any kind of like judgment over it, because it's not easy. No, especially through the pandemic. That was
and no one went through that ever. No one's ever gone through that, so no one could be there for advice to be like, how do I deal with this? Well, no one knows, right? So
it's new territory.
Since Miss Evie's upset, let's wrap these up with some of our fun questions that we kind of wanted to do for fun for a moment. Right, okay. So I want to start with this one because it's light. So I'll just start with Hailee. Hailee, what's a weird thing that you could do that people don't know about, like a hidden talent?
Okay, this one's weird. I don't know if you would call it double jointed or what, but I can like make like a weird like whole dent in my shoulder. I can feel almost like my shoulder just like locating, so I feel like it's like a double jointed.
That's crazy.
I used to do that at friends' parties. I don't know why I thought it was cool, but I did.
Right. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Kayla, you got anything weird thing you can do?
Yeah. Like, okay.
What?
Like my thumb.
Yeah, my thumb
hurt? Can do like this really fucked up thing. No,
it looks like a worm or something. Like it's its own being.
It's so weird.
I bet you Cash loved that as a kid.
God.
Does that hurt?
No, it's so gross though. Like that's my thing.
That's insane.
Well, I can't show you guys. Oh, you can right out there.
You can lick my.
Lick your nose. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that'd be so great.
Oh, not very many people can do that.
Cash can do it too. So
so it's like a family pass on.
Pass on.
I've passed.
You're welcome. I can't show you guys, but like I have no cartilage behind my kneecaps, so I can actually like completely like move my kneecaps like all over the place. This is why I don't squat. Is because like I don't know what that is. Yeah, I was born with it. It's like patellofemoral syndrome or something.
Does that hurt?
It makes my knees snap all the time, so it's not fun. But it does. If I don't stretch and things are like tight, I can 100% feel them popping weird, and it's just disgusting, and I hate it. But it's when I'm lying there and I don't have it flexed, Grant will like move my kneecap around. It's gross. I'm like, please don't. It kind of like it gives me one of these. Oh, hi, friend.
Hi, Evie.
Just giving Dad a hell of a time upstairs, so I told her to bring
him down.
Bring her down.
Yeah, where the hell is Mom?
Where's Mom?
Miniest co-host. You're the youngest co-host we've had.
Auntie will try not to swear. Oh yeah, I guess you got headphones on. She can't hear us.
Can't hear you.
I can't swear.
She's waving. You just can't see her hand down here.
Okay, next question. Hailee, what is like an unrealistic goal or dream that you have? Not unrealistic, but like something that you would love to see one day.
Like an ultimate goal type thing? My ultimate goal truly is I want to find an acreage. I want an acreage. I want to live that farm life. Like there's nothing greater than that to me. Like that is my like top up there highest goal that I have. Okay. She has a mole on my chest that she is obsessed with. And she's looking for it. So she shoves her hand down my shirt.
That's what she's doing.
She's touching my
She's looking for her special mole. So cute.
Yeah, her safety mole. Yeah. It's so weird.
Her safety mole.
Do you have a big wild dream goal that you would like to see?
Like I would also like to be on an acreage. I want to have an acreage, be self-sufficient, have more children, like 1 or 2 at least, and not work. Like work, like do not work. Just
like work for yourself, work for living, work for your family and your household, and
myself 100%. That's kind of like something that's what I want in my life.
Agreed.
How about you?
I feel the same, but I kind of want something like close to the beach because I've always had this like dream of having this like before the paddleboards came in, I've always had this dream of having like a storefront property kind of thing, business where people can come and like we can help them with their adventures. So now with the paddleboards, it's like they can come and rent their stuff, and there'd be like a little cafe, and you can get like your snacks for the day and take off, and like we'd be able to help you.
I could see you doing that.
But it being like
I see that for
a part
you,
of our
for
house,
sure.
like the same thing. Like I would love acreage, maybe not too far to town, but like, you know, Kelowna is very easy to, not easy, but there are places like Peachland and around that are like by lakes and also have some property. So that would be a huge dream to have, like, you know, and it was from actually a book back in the day I read. It was like called the Three Sisters Trilogy by Nora Roberts. And this woman made this like Nora Roberts, made a vintage house into a bookstore and a cafe, and tourists would come and have food and read books. And it just sounds so beautiful. I was like, I want something like that, but like beach, like California, like that, but a little California vibe to it, you know? So, and now with the paddle boards, it's like I'm starting to do that. So I would love like a little place on the beach, a part of our house, like that's like maybe our downstairs, or, you know, like a little thing on our own beach where people could come and we could like help them enjoy the Okanagan. That's kind of, so it's like kind of neat that this is starting to happen. And
I truly, that is like such a cute thing. I could see you guys doing that. I can like see the property and everything just by like a little
and like a little book, like a little corner, like with like books, so you can come and read, or take a book up to go read, like bringing it back to like nature and being outside and simplicity of like good homemade food and a book in your hand and knowledge and like connection to people. Something like that is like, and that really,
I like that.
Yeah, that was something a long time ago, and this all kind of like came to. So yeah, we'll see. You know, I do believe like one day will be a nice for us to adopt a baby, but I try not to put those things into my biggest dreams or goals, because you just never know. But
you don't know. And that's okay.
But if we have property, we can have all the fucking cats and dogs and animals and ducks that we want. Cat will die if we have a bunch of ducks.
Literally, ducks.
Nick's screwed if we ever get an acreage.
That's what I mean.
I'll
just have all the people.
You're done,
buddy. You are being on a fucking funny farm.
I'm going on Kijiji and I'm finding all the unwanted farm animals you can scrounge up. They're coming to me.
They're all coming to me.
They are mine.
Okay, let's add this last one, because I know it was a hard one. So let's do this two ways. So let's do Hales do the, if you could go to dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who and why, and let's do it two ways. One, someone like quote unquote famous celebrity, and then someone that's like closer to you. They're like,
so famous celebrity. See, this one's hard. Like I went through it today, and like because of everything that we know now after the last 2 years of research and just like Googling and making our own opinions and stuff, I don't know if I'd want anyone from Hollywood, because like for obvious reasons, but like if you would have asked me this before the pandemic, it probably would have hands down been Jennifer Aniston.
Yep. That's fair.
After the pandemic,
after her vaccine pushing,
like Joe Rogan, not to be a typical bitch, but I just think he is a very intelligent speaker, and his podcast, he just asks really good questions. So I feel like he's really prepared and knowledgeable and stuff. So I wouldn't mind talking to him and like picking his brain about some of the interviews he's had. And then close to home, I've got two, like hands down would be my grandma and my brother.
That's fair. I just wish we could have that possibility, like for a day, you know?
Yeah, just like one more, or like even like a family dinner, like a full family dinner type thing.
That'd be beautiful.
With
one
everybody.
more complete, and I'd be good.
Hopefully they come to your
What about you guys?
And you have one tonight. Okay, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, who would you like to go to? Celebrity or famous person, dead or alive?
Okay, so celebrity, I'm in the same boat as Hailee. Like if you would ask me pre-pandemic, I'd have a different opinion. After pandemic, the first person who came to mind was Joe Rogan. The second person was Jordan Peterson.
So funny. I was going to say Jordan
like
Peterson.
if I could go to dinner with them. So, yes. And then dead or alive, I think like, what is the, do I wish someone was
not maybe wish if
what,
someone
what
was
is
dead
the
or
question?
alive?
Like,
who would you go to dinner?
No, I'm like, what?
Who do I wish dead?
Like you
Trudeau.
can say like Cleopatra.
Yeah, like dead or alive.
Like,
Someone...
Okay, like closer to me, like my grandma, my grandma and my grandpa. I'd like to have one more dinner with them. That would be something that would be like just to hang out for a little bit on the farm would be nice.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
those would be my people.
Well, y'all took my two that I would, because Joe Rogan, 100%, and Jordan Peterson. Like I'm so excited. Like I'm gonna go buy his tickets like this week to go see him.
Yeah.
But I would like to add to that, if I couldn't go because you guys are already taking them, I would actually love to talk to Ben Shapiro. Because just whether you like him or not, the dude is fucking quick. He's witty. He's smart. I don't know, it's just how he's just so true to himself. He's just so real to who he is, no matter what. And he will sit there and be like,
Yeah.
no, this is who I am. And no, you're not going to label me this way. So I would really love to pick his
Yeah.
brain of like how he has done this for years. Like he's spoken out about stuff that we've just started speaking out about for the last like 10 years too, right? And just how committed he is to his faith without being disrespectful by being like, so those, if I couldn't go with Joe Rogan or Jordan Peterson, I would love to talk to Ben Shapiro. And
Ben Shapiro.
I unfortunately have a decent amount of friends that I've lost, so it'd be hard to say one more than the other, but I definitely think I would love to have one more adventure with Cody, because we were so young when he passed, and we didn't really know, like it just kind of happened, like not we did with all my other friends too, but Ashley, I felt like I got to say a little bit goodbye because she had cancer. I'd like to see them all at a dinner, but Cody was just really fast and I was really young, and I was just really not prepared of what death was at like 21 years old. So yeah, it's
that could be an option for a show too, is losing someone young.
Yeah, because we've both been through that.
Because that's
and
Kayla,
a different. You went through that too, didn't you?
I feel like
really
unexpected.
Oh, I went through it so many times.
Like, yeah,
it's crazy, and
it's a different experience for sure.
And it sounds like it unfortunately is happening a little bit more. So I think that's a good one. Like maybe have a grief counselor come on, and maybe talk about that kind of thing. Because it is. Well, I didn't mean that to go dark. So let's do another question before we go. Let's talk about an exciting one. Hailee, what are you most excited about for season 5?
Oh God, there's something in like all the season, like every episode I'm excited to dive into, to be honest with you. But I'm liking the be real reels that we'll do in like be real episodes, because I feel like it just opens the door to like a like limitless option of like topics, and there's something really fun about that. And not just being like I love talking about conspiracy with you guys and like all of that, like that is like definitely one of my favorites, but there's something fun about like a limitless, like, okay, well, is there something on my mind, is there something like that I'm seeing prevalent that I want to talk about, or whatever the case is. But if I had to pick a specific show though, I don't think I could. Okay. I don't think so. I'm just excited for like all of it.
I'm excited that you're that excited.
I don't think there's been one episode that I'm not like for. Like I'm just always like, yes,
this shit.
Film night.
Let's film. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kay, is there anything you're excited about for season 5?
The growth. I'm excited to see where it goes. Go over 10.
Dude.
And just keep gaining like an audience. I'm excited
momentum
about
at this point.
And like Rumble, guys. So here's the good part. So we're going to be on YouTube still. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, turn notifications on. Please like our stuff and comment. The algorithm there is not forgiving. It hates me already. Bitches jumped down the CEO, so pray that we can maybe get out there. But Hailee's going to be taking over YouTube for me. And she's going to be, I'm going to make the shorts, but we're going to hit YouTube shorts, and we'll be on Rumble. As we mentioned in past, guys, the only way we're going to really make money off of this is through Rumble. So if you can watch on that platform, please do, because we have to hit a certain number and then we can start monetizing. We don't want to take money by any means from our audience. We don't want anybody to ever have to pay. However, advertisers that are already paying the platform, that makes more sense, right? Or if you want to be a sponsor, let us go. But I think I'm most excited to, like Hailee said, get back to our roots of experience and where that opens. And, of course, because I'm doing a little research because I'm a nerd, it sounds like where they used to push niches, like everyone needs a niche. Now it sounds like not having a niche is what you should be doing. And so that is the niche. So that's what we've been doing from day one. So I'm excited to keep staying true to our roots and why we're doing this, why we're here. Excited to see the growth in new guests and returning guests. And I'm excited to meet more people and hopefully, I don't know, not change lives, but like make somebody laugh on a day that it's hard, or make someone feel like I'm not alone in this moment, or like, hey, these girls did it. I can do it. Like I want that. I want that so much. So I'm excited for more of that. And more baby faces on the show. Oh yeah. Pick your nose so that I can do it too. Yes. Oh, kisses. Oh my God. She knows. She knows. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. This season's gonna be fun. Like I said, we're starting off with cults right off the bat. It's I'm like a little bit nervous. Like, are we gonna get canceled because of Scientology? Like, oh, Just kidding.
Nah.
No, I mean, hopefully there's secretly they just have like someone infiltrating like everything on planet Earth because they seem to be everywhere. But
then they say don't
I
look at
hope
the
not.
internet, but then they get people canceled off the internet. So anyways,
they're looking at the internet.
They're looking at the internet.
They're looking.
But anyways, guys, I think this is a great way to end the show. Thank you guys so fucking much. If we've hit 10K, if we're about to even hitting 100, I remember, Kay, do you remember when we hit our first like 100? We were so stoked, and now we're talking about
so excited
10,000 plays
in 2 years.
2 years. That's roughing about 5, and like
I feel that's not bad.
I don't think that's bad at all. I'm just grateful for 5 of you, 10 of you. If we could be a part of making your day, your month, your week a little bit better, brighter. If we could do anything better, please let us know. Kindly, don't be dicks. None of you have ever been, but
don't be a shipper.
Don't be a shipper. There's other things. There's other things coming, but follow us, guys, on Instagram, Spotify, Apple. Turn on those notifications, Rumble, all that shit. All the things I'm supposed to tell you. I'm not great at this. Hit that like button, subscribe,
all the things,
notification bells. I think I got them all.
Doing
it all. But we really appreciate you guys coming back time and time again. Thank you, babes, for coming on today and starting season 5 off just exponentially. And until next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you guys for stopping by the show today. We appreciate you so much. If you like this episode and you want to hear more, make sure to show us some love on our Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest page, the Be Real Babe Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube and Rumble channels, like those episodes, and turn on the notification bells. You can find our video version of the show on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify, or you can catch the audio version on Apple and Google Podcast. But stay tuned for more realness coming to you soon. Until next time, babes.